Unit 1, Lesson 3. In this lesson, we're going to talk about how to raise an exponent to a power. Here are some examples. In this particular example, we have 8 to the second, which is our exponent, being raised to the power of 4, right? So 8 to the second is our exponent, and it's being raised to the power of 4. Now, we are going to raise everything that's within these parentheses to the power of 4. An example was when we had negative 2, and we raised it to the second power, we had to multiply negative 2 times negative 2, and we got positive 4. In this case, what we're going to do is we're going to take 8 to the second, and we're going to multiply it by itself 4 times. 8 to the second times 8 to the second times 8 to the second. Now, when I look at that, I can take each one of these and break it down into 8 times 8. And then this one is also 8 times 8. And then this one is also 8 times 8. And this one is also 8 times 8. Now, when I write all those out, it tells me how many times I'm going to multiply it by itself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's going to be 8 to the 8th power. Well, just like last time, let's take a look at this exponent and see if we can find a relationship between this and each of these exponents. Well, if you quickly notice, you'll see that if I multiply this exponent times this exponent, what do I get? I get 8. And that's how we're going to raise exponents to a power. We're going to take the number that is the base and then multiply the exponent times the exponent on the outside of the parentheses. And let's take just an extra second to look at why that actually works, because here we have again 8 to the second, right? That's one time. 8 to the second to the first power is here. And then if we multiply it by 8 times 8, this is 8 to the second power. And then if we multiply it by that, then we get 8 to the second to the third power. And if we multiply it by this, then we get 8 to the second to the fourth power, or 8 to the 8th. Now let's take a look at this one. Here we have x to the fourth to the third power. I'm not going to explain all that I did up here. Let's just multiply these two numbers, these two exponents, by each other. And we get x to the 12th. And that is the answer. If we wanted to look at it longhand, we could say that this is x times x times x times x. And then we do that 3 times, x times 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 x. And then we count those up, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, or x to the 12th. But all we have to do is multiply these two exponents. So let's take a look at 2 example problems. Okay, so give this one a shot first, pause the video, and I'll give you the answer in just a moment. Pause now. The answer is 3 to the 4th to the 5th power. I'm going to multiply my exponents. 3 to the 4 times 5 power is 3 to the 20th. No problem. And then we come down to this one, a to the 3rd to the 6th power. So I'm going to multiply my two exponents. A to the 3 times 6 power, which is a to the 18th. And you're done.